The thing I wish I knew the most about success when I started in business and I guess in life in general is that the real enemy of success is actually ego. Now, why ego and what is ego? It means anything you do for only your selfish reasons. That's the biggest bottleneck you're gonna have when it comes to trying and be successful. And look, it's okay to do things for selfish reasons, but it's not okay if you only do things for selfish reasons. So I would highly suggest you to do some exercise with yourself. Ask yourself, with everything you do in your life, why are you doing those things? Because I'll tell you this, if your thoughts like 80% or more are about yourself and only about 20% are about others, I would bet that you might be sad, bored, depressed, and maybe miserable. Like, yes, even being bored means that you probably worried too much about just yourself versus giving to others. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong about taking care of yourself, like with working out well and eating well and spending times with loved ones and all that. But in the end of the day, it needs to come to you doing that because you want to serve the world in a better way. Otherwise, if you only care about kind of like your own needs, I'm telling you, you're just going to be miserable. And that's based on experience. Like I've spent months of my life miserable, sad, depressed, not wanting to do anything just because I spent too much time like kind of like drinking the pina colada on the beach. It's sad, it's miserable. Life is not about that. Life is all about kind of like working in a unified way, because I found out, at least personally, when I'm focused on giving to others, like it's the most selfish thing you can do. Like the most selfish thing you can do is actually be selfless. And the beauty is that when you focused on others, you'll always find new ways to come up with more value. Like heck, even this series of videos that I'm starting right now was me snapping myself out of like, too much just the same routine all the time, realizing that I became a bit lazy and I became kind of like drawn in my ego because like everything is okay, I'm resting in my laurels and it's all good, life is just like this. And literally I caught myself because I realized that I'm focused too much on myself again and I'm becoming sad again and I'm too much in my thoughts again because I'm not focusing my energy on the outward energy, on giving energy out there. And that's literally one of the reasons I want to do those videos, because it's by realizing that whatever you lean on as kind of like your source of happiness, for whatever reason, I don't know, call it the universe, God, light, whatever you want to call it, the universe will start to take it away. And again, whatever your beliefs are, the universe, God, the light, Allah, Buddha, whatever you want to call it, if you lean on it too much, if it's money, if it's relationships, if it's your health, whatever you lean on for fulfillment externally, if you make it on external stuff, it will begin to be taken away from you. And let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. It will be taken away, not in a way that is bad for you unless you see it as bad. It will actually be taken away as a gift to show you that you're settling. It will leave you to show you and teach you that the biggest connection you need to have is to something bigger than you. Again, call it God, call it your source, call it the universe. You will have those experiences to realize and remember that the most valuable connection we all have in life and the most valuable relationship we all have and should have in life is the relationship with our source, with something bigger than us, with the universe, with the world in total. And it's about giving and receiving. And when you stop that circulation, you just become kind of like a separate cell. Actually, that's what cancer is. It's like a separate cell that operates on its own. And that's what goes with money, I found out as well. Only when I realized that I'm not the owner of money and that I'm actually just the manager of money. And again, it's not my lessons that I learned from some of the biggest spiritual scriptures out there. It's realizing things like the fact that charity, for example, is an opportunity for me to give and continue life circulation. That's when you'll actually, that's at least for me personally, I found out when money is flowing to me easily. And giving to others with your work, with some charity of money or your time, that's when you don't feel guilty. When you don't do things for approval, that's where things work. When you realize I'm not here for myself, I'm here to serve the the world. I'm here to serve others. And I do it to reveal more of who I am and purify whatever ego is left in me, so I could make a bigger difference in the world with almost killing a version of myself to become something bigger that is more unified. So hopefully it's not too much of a woo-woo video. I just had the urge to create this because for me it's a massive lesson in life. I really challenge you to give. Try to ask yourself, what can I do to give today, to serve with excitement, hopefully. And you'll see the universe will reveal itself to you when you do it, because life is not about myself alone. And when I give, it's also not the time to think about my void, my lack. I need to come from a place of pure channel of light, of abundance, of knowing that I missed nothing right now, that it's all good. Because if I give it, it's a sign that I have it already. And knowing that I have certainty that everything I desire, I already have right now. It exists right now internally in me. Everything you think you lack, you actually have internally in you right now. And when you start to project your life that way, the external world will be seen as it's being seen inside of you. So when you have this certainty in kind of like this universe, the creator, in something bigger than you, you'll see that's how you transform. That's how you transform atoms into overall expansion of light. And when you give with your work or money, don't calculate or question how or when you'll get it back, or when or who got value from it or not. Have no agenda. Don't try to control it, because you don't want God to start to calculate what is given to you, right? So don't judge. It's about living life with simplicity of pure intention for some kind of a worthy cause that is bigger than selfish needs. And I do it, again, in a selfish way to feel expansion, because it's not about the amount that I give, it's about whatever feeling I give to try and make a difference in the world. I'm trying to create change, to make change with my work, almost being like a vessel for change. And I do it knowing that I can lose it all in a second. I do it remembering that all the money that I manage, I don't own it, because I'm gonna be dead at some point. It's all coming from the creator, not because little me, Moran, did the work. Yes, I'm part of the creator, but I'm part of the creator when I'm focused on unity, of wholeness, not on a separate little me. And every money that I made, I gotta see it as if it was gifted from the universe to me. And yes, of course, at least 1% is my hard work and my habits and my commitment, but it's first of all commitment to something bigger than me. Again, not to me personally, it's commitment to hard work so I can serve. So never think, every time I think I'm too smart or too powerful, that's where I lose, right? And when you think it's you who are responsible for all your success, as they say in Kabbalah actually, Satan will come in and the blessing will fade away. So my biggest tip that I wish I knew many, many years ago is to give and to remember, I'm not the owner of money. I'm just a manager of it. I'm just a channel to receive an energy of sharing so I can eliminate chaos in a chaotic world and continue the circulation of energy in the world. If I believe I'm the owner, it will be taken away from me and given to someone else. If you think you can hold money or love, you will lose it eventually. At least that's based on my experience. But only when I think I'm the manager of God's money and I'm here to circulate His energy into this world and try to create more order in a chaotic world as a vessel for Him. It's like a butterfly. You'll see it's the continuity of it that makes it work. It's knowing that I'm the manager, not the owner. It's knowing that I'm the receiver for the sake of continuing to share. And I receive for the sake of sharing, right? Versus, again, desire for myself. So just a reminder for self and for everyone who might watch it. When you have worries and fear for money, it comes from the desire to receive for yourself alone. And it's you limiting yourself by giving, by serving, by donating some money to charity or whatever you feel comfortable with. you're eliminating these finite thoughts from yourself, and you're back to connect to the abundance and prosperity part of the world. And it's almost like you have in the universe, God, again, whatever you want to call it, as your silent partner of yours in business. And you'll see giving will help you stop protecting and worrying about money all the time and being in stress all the time, because you understand, look, I'm not in control of this. It's something bigger than me. I'm just a vessel. I'll do my best. Everything that I can do, the 1%, I'll do it. But the rest, I leave it to God. Trying to give with as much excitement as I can, that's the goal of life. And I do that so I could give even more if and when God want to give me more. So hopefully that wasn't too weird, but I think those lessons, for me at least, were as important, if not more important, than actual skills of what to do and how to do when it comes to life and business. So yeah, go create the world that you want. It's your life. Don't give up. I love you. Bye-bye.